Yeah, okay, we'll just jump right in here. We just finished up a nice hike up Mount Pisgah, which is right over there. We're in the so-called Northeast Kingdom of Vermont. I just would have, did a whole video on what's going on there on Mount Pisgah. Saw a nice orchid. Saw the remains of a few other, species of orchid. We're gonna do a little, roadside botany right now. I just want to draw your attention to this plant right here that I have been seeing all over the place up here that I wasn't familiar with. This is Valerian. This is Valeriana officinalis. Unfortunately, it's an invasive species because it is pretty impressive, but the fact that it's pretty much dominating all these roadsides and disturbed areas will give you an idea of what's going on here. I've seen flies all over it. Ooh, smells kind of funky. Order is Caprifoliaceae, so same family as honeysuckle. A lot of those species of which are also notorious invasives. Of course, still gonna rock opposite leaves, as you would expect for Caprifoliaceae. Heavily divided though. That's kind of nice. I mean, I can zoom in there for you. That's pretty nice. It's a cool plant. Shame it's invasive. Let me put the camera in the correct mode. I'll get up there in the flowers for you real quick. Yeah, that's not too bad, huh? That's pretty nice. I guess, that they pick this for all sorts of stuff. I don't know much about that, but it caught my eye. And, I love when I travel to a new area, and there's, even if it's an invasive species, just, getting to know what are the common weeds in the area, and this is certainly one of them. Most of the stuff is probably, presumably invasive. Get some sort of buttercup there, some sort of ranunculus. Oh, maybe I know what this is. I'll have to put the name there. Ranunculus is the genus. I just forget the epithet right now. Ranunculaceae, buttercup family. And over here, as I cautiously approach the roadway, got a cool member, the family Orobincaceae. This is Rhianthus minor, the yellow rattle. They call it that because when it goes to fruit and those little seed pods ripen up, the seeds will rattle in the pod like a literal rattle. So this is in the family Orobincaceae. These looked a lot better when I came through this morning. This is in the family Orobincaceae, and a weird one because we do get this species here, but only. There's a native subspecies, and then this is the invasive subspecies minor. The difference is that this one has those lanceolate leaves, and then our subspecies Groenlandicum has something a little bit different going on with the leaves there. But Orobincaceae, hemiparasite, steals some nutrients from grasses. You can see what he's doing there. He's being sneaky. Steals some nutrients from grasses, but can photosynthesize on its own. Order is Lamiales, order of mints. Again, get the bilateral flower, symmetric only in one direction. Get the opposite leaves, probably dealing with something in the order Lamiales. So I think that's going to do it for this spot. I'll drive around a little bit. We'll see what's going on. I mean, if this ends up not being too interesting, I can always cut it off. I can make it an extras video. Oh, actually I'm completely zoomed out. There was actually one native plant back here that I wanted you to take a look at. 1 second. Okay, here's a native right here. This is Rubus odorata, and I don't normally get that excited about Rubus, about raspberries, but this one's pretty nice, as you can see. Rose family, maple-shaped leaves, which is pretty distinctive for the genus. Normally they have compound leaves in 3. So I mean, having 3 lobes and being palmate like that does kind of track. Over here you get a member of the mint family, Lamiaceae. You get Stachys palustris. This is a non-native. I guess Stachys pilosa looks a lot like this and is native, but I can't tell the difference. You got to get in there and look at the glandular flowers. Plus, if it's growing on the side of the road, like this one, I just assume it's a non-native. Let's see what and if we can find anything else around here. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. Pulled over up here. Let's see if we get anything. Let's see if we get anything interesting. I was just down somewhere over there. What a beautiful region. Actually, I was up on that mountain over there. No one's up here. I think this is what most people imagine when they imagine a picturesque, Vermont countryside. It's pretty damn nice. Let's go see if we've got anything interesting going on. We got a little trail here. I won't spend too much time on it though. Well, that's nice. You get Spiraea alba starting to bloom for the year. One of my favorite roses, actually. Pretty nice. Get some bugs on it. It's a good one. It's a good one to, that is definitely what I think of when I think of a nice native. Oh, my face all jacked up. Nice native roadside plant. I'm sweating like a pig here. This is a nice meadow, though. Maybe I'll poke around here for a bit longer. I'll probably just end up cutting the video off after that. Is this a Packera? Oh, we saw this guy yesterday. This is Packera schweinitziana. It's got the clasping leaves. I think it might be schweinitziana. It's a New England plant named after some dude named Schweinitz. I don't know. Alright, let's cut this off. Maybe I'll see something else, maybe I won't. Either way, I'm going to go back to the campground. They get a little bog trail, like a little half a mile loop. I'll walk that. We'll see if I can make a video from that too. And tomorrow I'll be on my way back home. But for now, let me just enjoy the view. And it wouldn't be a meadow without a lovely Sisyrinchium. A little blue-eyed grass. See how it gets, see why they call it that? You just get the little flower coming out of what looks just like a grass blade, but it's actually, that is a grass blade. Coming out, Jesus Christ. There we go. A little Sisyrinchium. Iris family. More species of Sisyrinchium than species of iris. Still has the ensiform leaf sort, which is just your fancy, way to say sword shaped. But lots of these in just in meadows like this, you'll see them pretty frequently. Actually, I think they're even at the tail end of their season. Doesn't really matter. Got populus right there, some sort of aspen or cottonwood. Some lovely Larixina trees in here, some lovely larch trees. I've seen them growing now in all sorts of cool habitats. They just like it up north, Can you believe they expect me to go back to work after coming out here and seeing all this nice stuff? It's like, what is that? What did he say? And what is that? Clockwork Orange? It's a crime. It's a crime. Yeah. Oh, they got a little bench here for you to sit down. It's pretty nice. But yeah, I think I'm gonna head on over back. They got a ton of that Rhianthus here too. Rhianthus, whatever you want to call it. Sorry, I didn't even know what the camera was pointing at right there. But yeah, let's head on back. So we come down to the little nature trail they get here at the campground where I'm staying. And I was worried I wasn't going to see nothing nice. Check this out. You got Hypopitys monotropa. What is this, the 4th monotrope we've seen this weekend? Pretty cool. This one's one of the achlorophyllous ones. Completely achlorophyllous. It makes no chlorophyll. It's a mica heterotroph. Alright, so it's parasitizing mushrooms. I've explained all this at length before. This one, you don't see as often It's monotropa uniflora, at least not where I live. I've only seen this one a handful of times. It's always a treat to come across. There's another one over there with the little spent inflorescences from last year on the left, and there's a freshie on the right. That's pretty cool. You know, the difference between this and monotropa uniflora is that this one's got a little bit more of a yellow color typically, and he's got multiple flower heads instead of the one flower head indicative of uniflora, hence the epithet uniflora. Anyway, oh god, the bugs are bad, but you know what, we're getting through it. So this guy's probably, I don't know, if it's just strictly pines that it parasitizes. I guess it can go under oaks too, because we have a, you know, Fagus grandifolia and fir trees. I guess it could be working with either of these guys, with the ABs or with the Fagus. Get some maples here, but I don't think it would be interacting with any of the maples. But yeah, whatever. Let's see what else they got through here. See what else is going on. Okay, make that 5 monotropes. Chimaphilla umbellata. Not in bloom. Probably in bloom down where I live, but not up here. Not yet, anyway. Obviously, this one is, you know, producing leaves that have chlorophyll. So this is one of the you know, non-parasitic ones. Also, you know, probably one of the more common widespread species of them. Okay, I don't really know what I was expecting. They don't they don't got anything really, you know, that crazy down here. They do have these nice, you know, they get the informational panels, you know, for the kids. I think that's who this is for. They did also have, there's a bunch of trilliums down here. So, you know, they get some nice stuff. Any time, you know, you're messing with trilliums, a boreal tree community, you know, parasitic plants, megaheterotrophs is worth coming to see. It's just not something I, you know, we'll make this quick. It's not something I need to spend, you know, too much time. But these Vermont mosquitoes, these things are built different. I'll tell you what, man. Oh, you got a nice Rubus. Yeah, I don't really ever pay attention much to Rubus, but, you know, raspberries. Ooh, a little tamarack. I've never seen so many tamarack trees until I came up here. It makes sense, especially since they're, you know, they're billing this as the boreal forest walk, which it certainly is. I'm not talking shit either. I do think that is great. You know, they're explaining the role of the balsam fir. They explain the tamarack. They explained the animals. They even had a little panel about the you know, carnivorous plants of the north, which, you know, a lot of people don't expect that. You know, they don't expect carnivorous plants up in the north, which they certainly are. But I mean, everything that I'm seeing walking around here is all plants I've seen, you know, plenty of times before. You got your Galteria procumbens down there, Ericaceae. You know, nothing too outrageous or too crazy. But yeah, we'll take another little. We'll finish our lap, and we'll see what's up. Anyway, well, I don't know. Maybe I'll just blend this together with the roadside video. I probably will. But yeah, I'm getting absolutely demolished by the mosquitoes here. Oh, look at the talking about the red pine. Oh yeah, that's another thing. They got a ton of red pine up here. We don't really get that, you know, down where we're at. Balsam fir and red pine they're talking about. Those are actually the two trees. There you go. Those are actually the two trees that I've got growing over my campsite. A nice red pine and a balsam fir. Red pine. I don't know why I always imagined that was, you know, not super north trending species, but it is, apparently. You know, you see, this is stuff that I have seen before, just in a different context. Yeah, you can see. I mean, they got the orchids. They at least got. See that guy right there? They at least got the cypripedium. You know, I'm gonna be respectful. I'm not gonna walk off trail. God, the mosquitoes. I should get off the trail though. You know, they at least got the cypripedium. That's a juicy ovary on that one. They got the clintonias. You know, just, yeah, I've seen it before. I don't need to see it again. You know, I saw it literally this year. I think I just need to, you know, do more stuff, like go down into the Thuyox dentalis swamp. I need to diversify my portfolio a bit. So, I don't know. I'll cut myself off here. If I don't come back, just know I had a very mosquito-y time. But, you know, I came out here so you didn't have to. How about that?